All right. Hello. Hey y'all. I apologize. Of course there was tech difficulty. Like my computer was like, nah, son, we ain't finna do it today. And I was like, oh, yes, you are. So come on in the room. We're starting a few minutes behind our LovePower Wednesday. But I still wanted to get this out to you all. Welcome as Facebook brings you in, as YouTube brings you in, as Instagram comes in. Welcome. I am excited always to bring you a new topic, a new idea, some concepts, things that will, I hope, when you apply them to your life for LovePower Wednesday. It is LovePower Wednesday. I'm going to have to get me a theme song. Love, Power. And I love to create jingles. So at some point, I'll have to create me a jingle for LovePower Wednesdays. LovePower Wednesday. So welcome. Come on in. If you're on Facebook, know that you have to give permission to StreamYard for me to see your comments. So if you're on Facebook and you're commenting, unless you've already given StreamYard your permission, I can't see your comments, but I will go back after and watch them and comment. Hello, Instagram. Thank y'all for joining in. As I said, I apologize for being a few minutes late. My computer was like, nah. But we finally got her. I had to rub her, stroke a little bit. Come on, girl. You know, we trying to do something. We trying to talk to people. We trying to build, right? So I need you to act right. She was like, all right, I'll do it. So she did. Thank you. Thank you to my computer. So again, welcome. Tonight's topic, if you saw on the title, it is the 3 M's to shift your energy. 3 M's. There's probably tons of more. These are, I think, the primary ways to shift negative energy that you may have in your body, really in your mind, in your thoughts. It's 3 ways to really get that stuff out, because sometimes, hey, I don't care how positive you are. I don't care how amazing your life may be. There are times when negativity hits and it's like, somebody may have said something wrong. You may have thought about a past thing. I don't know. That's happened to me. I'm like, you rethink a situation, you get mad all over again, right? And so the energy is negative. You may just wake up, on the wrong side of the bed, as they say. But what I want you to know, no matter where the negativity may come from that you are withholding, you have the power, love power, you have the power to shift that, to overcome that. And so again, this is LovePower Wednesday, and love power is simply your ability to show up fully in your life, in particular faith, life, and love. But you're showing up in a way that's rooted in love, that it comes from pure, unconditional love, which we know only comes from the power of God in our life. And so love power allows you to do that. And there are 5 principles, love power principles, that spell out the word power. And so P is personal leadership. Listen, no, you don't have a rescuer beyond your relationship with Jesus Christ. There's no other savior coming for you. So you're going to have, and even with that relationship, you're going to have to put in effort to get out what you want out of it. So there's personal leadership, first leading yourself into the life that you desire. And then O is obedience. It's obedience to spiritual principles, to scripture, to your own values and boundaries and all of that. And then, hey, Ellie. And then W in power is wealth mindset. So mindset that comes out of abundance and not scarcity. And E is about energy, which we'll be talking about tonight, the E in love power. And then R is resilience, your ability to bounce back, to come back from life circumstances. And a little bit tonight is a little bit about both E and R, energy and resilience. But specifically energy, it's a real thing. There's the first law of thermodynamics, also known as the law of conservation, that energy can neither be destroyed, created, nor destroyed. It can only be transformed or transferred. And so when knowing these spiritual laws that we can then be applied to our life and be obedient to, we have the power, again, to shift things in our life. And so these 3 M's tonight are about shifting negative energy that you may be experiencing, that may come up. I hope they are tools that you put in your toolbox to support you in doing that. Thank you for sharing this out. So share this out if you haven't already done so. This is a powerful, I think, tonight teaching around Love Power for Love Power Wednesday. So my name is Carmen Caldwell. Thank you all again for being here. And I am the founder creator of the Love Power brand, which really is about helping you show up powerfully in every area of your life, so that you can live a life of joy, freedom, and fulfillment, because it's available to us. It is absolutely unequivocally available to us when we apply these Love Power principles. So without further ado, let me talk about these 3 M's. So the first M is music. So I don't know about you, but music can shift a whole atmosphere. Again, when you understand the first law of thermodynamics, you understand, also called the law of conservation. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, but it can be transferred, it can be transformed, right? So music is a type, the music waves, the beats and everything is energy. And so if you are in a negative place, right, and you are able to put on music that shifts your energy, it may be a song that means something to you, maybe a love song that makes you think about your boo and puts you in a different mood. It may be a song that gets you up and dancing, which I'll get to that in a moment, because that kind of leads into the next M. But it may be a song that's nostalgic for you. Maybe it's a hymn, right, that you sing that just brings you into a place of centeredness, where you're able to block out, transform that negative energy. One of mine is How Great Thou Art. When I think about that song, To God Be the Glory, sometimes I'll sing that song. So those are things that can shift your energy. But music. So we need to use it for helping us get in the right mood. I don't know about you, when I go work out, I have a playlist that like got me like up, hype, crunk, like, because I need that energy to push me through the workout. So these are things you already know, but a lot of times we don't think about it. So if you're on the phone with somebody, or you're out and about and somebody says something, pops off at you, and you're like, now you're all in this brain funk and in this negative space and place. A lot of times we don't think about music as something right at our fingertips, because all of us carry our phones as an extension of our bodies. And so you have access to music at all times to shift your mood and access to that. So that's one way to really shift that negative energy. And it's important, it's critical. I think it's one of my primary ways, go-to ways, to shift negative energy that I may be experiencing. So the second way, so that's number one, music, to use music. The second way is to move. The second M is movement. It's actually moving your body to shift that energy out. So I have several ways I do that. One, with music, right? I turn the music on. I got a song ready for us now. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to hear it. But this is one of the songs I go to. Go Get It, Mary Mary. If I'm in that mood and I'm like, okay, I gotta move my energy, I'm not even trying to dance. I just like gotta get it out, right? And then I just let myself shake, and it looks and you feel like real weird. So I'm being super like vulnerable right here for you to see my process, but I just shake it out. I can jump up and down, and then sometimes I just move, and because that shifts that energy within you. Remember, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. All energy can do is be transformed. So I'm shifting the energy in my body, and even the words of the song help me think about, go get it, go get my blessing. It shifts the very energy that's in my body, so you get the ability to create that. You can clap to start shifting that energy. And you might freak your family out, but that's okay, because you don't want to. You tell them, look, if I'm moving like this, I'm keeping myself from popping off on y'all, because I'm not in a good place right now, right? But you're able to shift and move. Just every part of your body, Move, 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 move. Get that energy out, get it moving, right? Just keep going. So movement is one way to shift your energy. Movement. Yeah. You feel good? I hope you got up with me. Did y'all let me dance and move and be all silly on my own? Did you? Okay. So that's another way to move. Another thing about movement I have a foam roller. And so I should have brought it over here, but I have a foam roller. I'll roll on that, and there's energy even in our spine, right? And so when we are in energy in our muscles that's tight and caught up, and so when we move on that foam roller, it helps shift some of that energy that we may be experiencing in our bodies. So when my back cracks, when I do that foam roller, y'all, it hurts so good. That's why I tell my chiropractor, I'm like, it hurts so good, because it starts to, again, break up things that are caught up in our back. A lot of us carry stress and stuff on our shoulders. By the end of the day, our shoulders are almost up to our ears, right? And so getting a massage, using movement of your muscles, exercising, all of that shifts negative energy. So movement in any form, dancing, rolling on a foam roller, getting a massage, going to work out, when you get that energy, that more positive energy in and shifting that other energy out, you will feel better. And this is why it's so critical that we think about energy, is because we attract what we are. And so when we're in our highest level, highest vibrating levels of energy, which is pure source love power, right? When we're at our highest vibrating energy, we attract wonderful things to our lives. We attract wonderful people to our lives. We attract creative ideas to our lives. Other people respond to us in positive ways. And so knowing how you show up in your energy is important. And so if you have a big meeting that you have to go to and you need to do a presentation, you better move, put on you some music, right? The first M, put on you some great, positive, upbeat music, or music that gets you, depending on the mood you need to be in, right? If you need to be relaxed and calm, get you calm music. But if you're feeling negative, and you're feeling anxiety or stress about going into that meeting, I would suggest you got to move. Get that energy out. You may have to step away into the bathroom if you're in the office space, and go into a stall and just kind of move and let that out. You may have to go outside for a walk before that meeting. Whatever it is, you want to be at your optimal level when you enter in that space, so that others are responding to you in that way. So movement is critical to shifting negative energy in your body and in your mind. So 3 M's. I gave you the first two. One is music. The second one is movement. Anybody can guess what the last M is, the third M I'm giving tonight? Like I said, there's tons of ways. I'm just giving you 3, and the 3 happen to be kind of talking about M's, or starting with M's. Any guesses? I see a few people on. And again, if you're on Facebook, if you have not given StreamYard your permission to, or I think giving StreamYard permission to show your posts on Facebook, then I can't see your comments. So I'll be able to look at them after and go back in and comment and respond if you're saying anything. But on IG, I see you guys there. Anybody can guess what the third M could be? Give you a second, because I know it's a little delayed. Sometimes I'm using a third-party platform. So any guesses on the third M? I feel like I should have the Jeopardy music song going. Oh, I think I missed some. I don't know how to do the Jeopardy song fast. All right, no guesses. That's fine. So, and it may be, again, I can't see your comments right now. The third M Money or ministry? Actually, no. Money or ministry? Money is actually a form of energy. So yeah, a lot of us, we get money, we do feel excited. That will get rid of some negative feelings in that, especially if your bank account low and you got bills due. Money would definitely shift some negative energy. So thank you, Acacia. That is a great one. Money, definitely. Ministry can definitely help shift that. When you serve other people, when you give to other people, another way to really shift your energy, when you take the focus off yourself and serve other people. So yes, Keisha, thank you. Those are two wonderful other M's. I need to have 5 M's, right? There are 5 M's to shift your energy, and I add money and ministry to that. So thank you. But there's one more, and it is your mouth. Your mouth, what you say, what you speak, how to use your mouth to shift your energy. So number 1 was music, 2 was movement, number 3 that I'm talking about tonight, the 3 ways to shift, the 3 M's to shift negative energy in your body, is your mouth. It is a powerful tool we have been given. James, in scripture, the book of James talks about the mouth is like a rudder. It's so small, but man, that thing directs our life, and it could destroy, it could burn things down. And ask me how I know. My mouth is amazing now that, how you can use a tool that wants you to cut people and snap back at people and all these things, to be a mouth now that God has been able to use to uplift and inspire people. So I'm thankful for that shift in energy that I had, and that showed up in my mouth. Like what I say, what I speak, the things I do have shifted because my energy has shifted. So your mouth, and one way we use our mouth to shift energy, y'all, okay, if I tell y'all this, you're not gonna think I'm crazy, are you? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you. Scream. Get you a pillow. If you live with other people and they'll think you crazy by screaming, get you a pillow and just scream. Use your mouth to scream. Let it out and go. Y'all don't understand how many times I will put a pillow to my mouth and just like get it out, scream it out. Sometimes to the point my head started hurting because I'm just like, so frustrated. Or just upset about something. Sometimes I can't even put a finger on exactly what it is. I just know I'm in a funky mood. So screaming helps. And then beyond screaming is a concept called wailing. And it is like a deep, it comes from kind of this deep, even spiritual place of getting this stuff out. And I won't go into depth into that. That's one of the techniques I use to support people in coaching, to get some of that stuff out, that negative emotion. But it is screaming or wailing, pulling that up and out of you. Wailing, again, is different than screaming. It's a process. But to just get that energy out. Remember, it can't be created or destroyed, but it can be transformed, and you have the power. God has empowered us with so much, with an ability to change atmospheres, but we don't tap into that. We don't really focus on our love power to shift our own energy, to shift atmospheres in rooms. Because when you have gotten your place to a positive energy place and you walk into spaces, it's got to shift, because you bringing new energy into the room, it's got to shift. And you want your energy to be high. And I don't mean like so when I say high energy, it doesn't mean that you're upbeat, high-fiving everybody, talking to everybody and extroverted. I just mean the level in which you feel, right? You feel great. You feel amazing. Your own emotions are at higher levels. So emotions of joy and love and peace and vibrancy, all of those things, you want to walk in whatever space that is. And it doesn't mean that you got to be bouncing off walls and, talking to everybody, because a lot of people get that confused with extrovert or introvert. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm just talking about the energy that you carry. You can be very quiet and soft-spoken and have high level energy, because you have done that work before you went into an atmosphere, and you can shift. And some people may even say, like, she always shift the atmosphere. That's one of the, I'll say, the supernatural secret sauce that God has given me. And it took me a while to really realize what it was. And I've had several people point that out, but like I shift energy in atmospheres. No, that's just one of the gifts God has given me, but it's not even just the gift. We all have that ability, right? But I have learned to tap more into that. And so understanding that if you scream it out, that negative energy, you can get that out. Another way to use your mouth to shift that energy is laughter. It's just pure ha, 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 ha. It is just laughter. And it may mean one of the things I do, I can go to TikTok and watch something funny. I'll go to YouTube and watch like bloopers. And sometimes I hate it. I feel a little bad about it, but I'll watch like supermodels, runway bloopers. Y'all, when them ankles start getting twitchy and then one go left, and it's just, yeah. It shouldn't be as funny as it is, but it is. Some people like to watch cat videos or dog videos, something that's going to make you laugh, right? Baby videos or whatever. There's so much out there, but you want to find stuff that makes you laugh. You may watch your favorite comedy show or your favorite movie that makes you laugh. You may go to a comedy show, something, right? So laughter is another way to use your mouth, the third M, to use your mouth to shift that energy. Again, this is all about when you find yourself in a funk, when you find yourself in a low place, no matter how you got there. I don't care if somebody did something to you and you're rightfully mad. It doesn't matter, because when you allow that anger to stay with you, you have then given them all of your power. And so I'm talking about shifting your energy, because it's a way you own and take your power back and walk in love power, so that you can experience joy in a moment. You can experience freedom and fulfillment in those moments, that nobody is controlling you, that you have the power. This is the personal leadership, the P in power. You have to take personal ownership and leadership over how you respond and react and show up in situations. So overcoming these negative energy that you may be, and it may be somebody else, because energy is transferred. So you may have been in the presence of other people who like are negative. And I don't know if you've been there, where you're at work maybe and coworkers are complaining, and then before you know it, you find yourself also complaining and putting your eyes on things that are negative. And then you're like, dang, well, I was kind of happy about my job today, or things were going well. And, you talked to so-and-so on break, and now you're not feeling so great. You got to, again, I'm giving you tools to shake that up off of you. So you can scream, you can wail, which is a more in-depth spiritual process, and then you can laugh. Those are two ways to use your mouth. So the third way that I'm going to talk about tonight to use your mouth is speaking words of gratitude. And sometimes in some situations we're in, it is hard to get to gratitude. But I always tell people, go to gratitude as much as you can. Go to gratitude. And it may not be, I'm not saying in that moment for you to thank or be in necessarily gratitude for that thing or that moment, but you can find things to be grateful for in that moment. That looks like what I tell clients I work with is, if you can't be grateful for the current situation, then you want to start very general about something. So for instance, say that you got a bill, and it's going to be more than you can pay right now, and it's got you like feeling stressed, right? Because you got to pay this thing, but you don't have enough. And so now you start going down the spiral to, I don't have enough money and I hate my job. And like you start spiraling down. Just like you spiral down, you let the negativity spiral you down. You can choose to shift, take control, own your power, walk in your love power, shift and take that, and then shift it to a more positive thing. And it may not necessarily talking about the money, but you may have to start very general. This is what that looks like. And I do a whole exercise called Gratitude Blitz. But this is what that looks like. It is, thank you for today. Thank you that I had a bed to sleep in. Thank you that I got a car to drive. Thank you that I got indoor plumbing, right? Thank you that I live in a time and a season where there's internet and availability, that I can connect with people all over the world, that I can connect with family who may live across the country who I would not be able to talk to or see often. But now the internet has allowed that. Thank you for the trees that are outside that allow me to breathe. And even though there may be pollen right now, I appreciate the process, right? That allows. Thank you for the roads that I can drive on that get me to and from where I need to be, that I'm not born in an era where there's horse and buggy and I'm having to, take 5 days to take a trip 2 hours, where I am able to really, go where I need to go. I'm thankful for planes that can get me across the world at any moment of time. I'm thankful for my family, right? Thankful for the people that are in my life. I'm thankful for the job that allows me to pay some bills. I'm thankful for my children, whatever those things are. But get general. Don't even start talking about. A lot of people say, well, thank God for the bills. Yeah, that's hard to get to sometimes, right? It's hard to get to when you owe a bill and you can't pay a bill to say thank you for the bill, right? Thank you for the service that I got from that bill. That may be a place you can go to, but if you find resistance, you find yourself struggling to get there, just get very general about it. Just general stuff in life. Thank you that I have a beautician that I enjoy, that I like. I thank you that I like the clothes I have, or thank you that I have a relationship with somebody I care about or love. Thank you that I have a church family that I can be supportive, that can be supportive of me and that I can be supportive of. Thank you for the ministry. Like whatever those things are, you just want to get off that topic and start shifting the energy you have around that topic, and allow then the gratitude of other things to bring your energy level up. I hope that makes sense, because if we harbor on the negative thing, we'll never be able to shift the energy, which then you start to block, again, laws, obedience of spiritual laws that are out there. And one is the law of attraction. Like when you start to block the good things because your energy is not right. This is why in scripture, Paul tells us to think upon those things that are lovely, that are pure, that are of good report, right? Because what that matters. It matters. And the way you show up matters, and how other people respond to you, how other things in the world come to you, because energy is always around us. Matter is out. Like we're created. When you know science, I have an undergrad degree in biology, and so when science, and all of us know from third grade science, that matter is, everything is created of matter and atoms, and all of that is energy, right? And so if you want to attract certain things, you want to be at a higher level, and the way to do that is to use your mouth, and using your mouth to speak life, to speak gratitude over it. Scripture tells us life and death are in the power, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who speak it eat thereof. So you get to eat based upon what you speak. And what I mean by eat is you experience, you draw those things into your life. So know that using gratitude as a tool to shift your energy is powerful. Using your mouth to scream it out, using your mouth to laugh it out, using your mouth to speak it out. Gratitude are ways to really shift that negative energy. So just to recap, because I don't want to be on here super long, I try to keep LovePower Wednesdays to 30 minutes or less, and it looks like I'm at like 2 more minutes left. So music is the first M. Positive, upbeat music, or it may be a love song, something that gets you into positive energy, something to think about that shifts your energy from the negative to the positive. It may be instrumental. Another form of music I like, you can go onto YouTube and search soaking worship music. Soaking, SOAKING, soaking worship music. That will that helps set an atmosphere, right? It helps to shift the energy to a higher level. So knowing that, so music is one. And then movement, I talked about dancing, right? Just shaking it out, jumping up and down, doing some jump rope, running, exercising, getting a massage, rolling on a foam roller, something to start breaking up that negative energy, literally breaking up negative energy in your body, in your being, letting it out because it's trapped, right? And so we want to get it out of our muscles. We want to get it out of our organs. We want to get it out of our being, our body. And so music, movement, and then the last one was mouth. The last M was mouth, using your mouth by screaming, laughing, or speaking gratitude. And then I mentioned Acacia gave us two more. Thank you, Acacia, for contributing tonight. Two more M's, money, right? Because that's just energy. You can your energy. Money is another form of energy. It's not. It's paper, but it really is just energy. And then ministry, right? Being able to serve other people. So that's another way. But the three M's I want you to really focus on tonight: music, movement, and your mouth. You have the power. You can walk in love power. And so we talked about tonight the E in love power energy. If any of this and you want to go deeper and get some super focused personal coaching around this, I have a group coaching program called the LovePower Lab. You are invited to be a part of that. Please inbox me wherever you're watching this. DM me if you're on Instagram, or inbox me on Facebook. Message me on YouTube. Let me know that you're interested. And all things are about to go live. It's a baby that's being birthed, y'all, and I'm pushing. And it's starting to crown. The head is starting to crown, and things are going in place. But if you are interested, I want to make sure that we have the conversation about what that looks like for you, about you being a part of that, and then you can get all the updates when everything goes live and is released. So it's called the LovePower Lab, where we will go through the five love power principles: P, personal leadership; O, obedience; W, wealth mindset; E, energy; and R, resilience. So, and we talked a little bit about E and R tonight, because when you're in a negative place, right, you need some tools to be resilient, to bring you back from that negativity back to the right place and shift your energy. So those are kind of combined tonight. But thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. Please share this out. If you know folks who find themselves in negative energy all the time, or they just always at low level energies of depression and anxiety, or low level energies of anger and frustration, then they need these tools. And so you have the ability to share this with them, to support them. Yes, music, movement, mouth. Thank you so much for sharing this. So yeah, with that, I want to thank y'all for joining. I'll be back next week, 8:00 on Wednesdays, LovePower Wednesdays, 8:00 Eastern time, LovePower Wednesdays. Thank you all, and good night. God bless, and may you always, always, always walk in your love power. Good night.